morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. This is Margie. You know me. And if you don't know me, subscribe to my YouTube page because I'm going to be saying a lot of great stuff. And what I want to come to you today with is mainly I'm going to be talking about leaders that have churches, people who have churches. I wanted to say this to you today that, you are the church. First of all, we are the church. The place we go to is the building. Okay, let's get that straight first. But what I want to say to the leaders today, if you have a church, or you might be having church at home now with the pandemic and everything that is going on, but if you have a church, I want to say to you today, get the resources in your church to minister to people. Resources like on when people die, resources for when people, have suicidal thoughts, resources for when people go bankrupt, resources for when people, get a divorce, all of that is a part of something, that's falling apart in their lives, and they need godly counsel for that. They don't just need to come to church all the time just to hear your sermon. They need to come to church and know that that is the place I can go to get the help that I need. I can be counseled, I can be preached to, I can be ministered to, or however you say it. But they need to know that they can run to the church and get the help that they need. Now, you might say, well, God will help them, because that's how it was when I was young, oh, get over it. God will help you. You got to pray. You got to pray. No, sometimes you need to talk, and you need to have somebody that will listen to you, that will listen to what you are feeling. Because when you lose a loved one, and I learned in these grief share classes that, you don't lose a loved one, because anybody that goes to God, they're not lost. They're in the presence of the Lord. It's just a cliche. It's a word the world picked up. And so now we all say it. But when your loved one go to be in the presence of the Lord, I'll say it that way, there's a hole there. There's a hole there, and you need to talk about that thing. You don't need to hold it in. You don't need to get angry. You don't need to, be getting fear inside of you, but you need to talk about it. And you need godly counsel. You don't need to just go to any counseling. You need godly counsel. So what I'm saying to you today is that, get these resources in your church for the people. Don't just say, come to church, I'm going to preach my word, and I'm going to lay my hands on you, and you can go home. And then they go home feeling the same way they came. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that the word of God is alive. I know, because God in the beginning was the word, and the word was God, and the word was with God. He is his word. But they need something to go along with you putting the word with it. Okay. And they need love, and they need kindness. They need to know that you are there and that you understand. How about you be quiet sometime and let them talk? Because they need to know that you're listening to them. They need to know that you see them. They need to know that you are noticing them, and not just noticing your sermon and noticing what your program is, but the program of God. So I want to encourage you today, if you don't know where to get these resources from, I went to Black Rock Congregational Church in Bridgeport, Connecticut, and they took me in. They embraced me. They gave me a book, and they gave me the classes. Everything was free. They did not charge me for anything. They even gave me my book free, did my counseling sessions, and I became a part of a group. And it's beautiful. People need that. You need to see that other people are going through the same thing that you're going through. You need to see that people are there for you. You need to know that you have a counselor, a godly counsel that is listening to you. So I want to encourage you to contact that church if you're a leader, and find out how they got these resources in their church. Find out how they went about doing it, and get it in your church. Or if start it. Start it. Get it in your church. People need godly counsel. They need it. They don't just need to have a meeting all the time. They don't need to just have a program all the time. They don't need to be so busy till they don't even know God. They need counsel. They need counsel, and they need love, and they need support, and they need kindness. So I encourage you today. I know leading people is very hard. Don't get me wrong. I love pastors, and I think that they all should be compensated for what they do, because they're constantly building people up, the ones I know. So get these resources in your church. All right? God bless you. Have a great day on purpose.